guys, welcome back to another episode of Agent MiniMan. Today's episode of the Daily Poll. It is November 3rd, 3:46 p.m. and I've been noticing something about the way I do projects, the amount of time it takes. And I found the ratio of 90% to 10%. And you're probably thinking, what the crap does that mean? Let me explain. But first, let's get to all the other stuff. There is 28 days left on the Summertime Gaming Countdown. We are getting really close, and I'm still on target. So, yeah, I actually did use our desktop to make a couple of Minecraft videos. Those were just kind of storyline videos. When I actually started this series on December 2nd, it will be a Let's Play. In the case that I don't get the laptop in time, then I will start it in there and transfer it to the laptop as soon as I get it. But onward from that, so yeah, I find that the amount of time a project takes is 90% of the project takes 10% of the time, and the last 10% of the project usually takes 90% of the time. Let me explain what that means. For example, most of my videos are about 10 minutes long. Sure, it took me 10 minutes to record it. Let's just call that 1 unit. I finish that, and I have 1 unit of time taken up. And sure, that's like 90%, right? That's a lot of the video, but it only took me 10% of the time because I go and I upload it to the computer, and that takes a good, maybe that plus getting it all into the editing, that gets a good another unit. So you have 2 video lengths, and then I have to go through and do all the jump cuts. That usually takes about 2 more video lengths. Now we're at 4. Then I do the captions, 5. It just keeps adding up, and then I publish it, and it has to, I go through, and it takes about a half a video length to go through like the title, description, tags, and all that stuff. So now we're at, what, 5.5? And then has to render. Rendering takes like 2 video lengths. So there we are. That's 5.5, that's 7.5. 7.5 times the video length just for the editing, if it's a good video, a 10-minute one. That means that I spend only 15% of the time actually filming. The rest of the time is actually devoted to editing and publishing, not to mention that I actually skipped out on another unit, because not only does it have to render, but then it has to upload, which probably takes another 2 units. And that does add up to the 90% to actually edit it. It takes 90% of the time. But that's only like 10% of the project. But the big part of it, the actual filming and getting the ideas down, that's only 10% of the time. But that's like the biggest part of the project. And I found this a lot as I've been doing these jobs to earn up for the laptop. I've been doing this work, but it's not until the last 10% of the job that I actually start finishing that hour off, and it's 90% of the time I am there is just finishing up the last few things. Like, sure, I just dump all this stuff out and clean it up, but now I have to put it all back nice and neat. That's going to take 90% of the time. Same thing with like schoolwork and stuff. You go through and you're like, okay, this you have to use this equation, this you have to use this equation, this you have to use this equation. Then solving. That takes like 90% of the time, but it's only like 10% of the actual paper. And I guess what this is kind of a matter of human productiveness. It might not just be me. I don't know. Leave that in the comments below. Do you fall into this 90% of the time is only 10% of the project kind of category? Because I see it where this happens almost constantly throughout everything, and even if I put the most effort into it, that's the only time where it differs. If I actually like work as hard as I can, then I get more and more efficient, and it gets closer and closer to that 50-50 split. And yeah, it's just kind of an odd phenomenon, but I think it's kind of human nature that these projects that we do, the more and more we are efficient at them, the closer and closer we get to 50-50. But since we're not very naturally efficient, we are subject to usually do that 90 to 10 split. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole video for today. But also, I forgot to mention, I've been doing, as I said earlier, the couple Minecraft videos that you can go watch over there. I got the face cam to work, so I'm going to do another Google autofill on Friday with the working face cam and see how good that turns out. Also, go ahead and go to the playlist on the channel. Up there you'll find a Halloween party vlog, where when I went to a party, I vlogged the whole thing. It's partially hilarious. Not too many views at the moment, but that's kind of when I want to get up and going. I met another of my friends who was starting up a channel around Christmas. When I get my laptop, he's actually getting his own computer to do his channel, so you can check that out. He is Mr. B3 Cubed, but his channel's just under his name, which is Bridger Farnsworth. So I'm not sure if that's going to be in the description, but if it is, go ahead and post that. And so yeah, do you have the same kind of a 90% of the project takes 10% of the time, and the last 10% of the project takes 90% of the time kind of a balance? Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if this is the first video you've seen by me. And so be sure to pay attention to the outro if you want to contact me with any other questions for like an Ask MiniMan, because I did the last one based off of just the stuff that I got from people in real life, not in the comments. So yeah, comments, emails, that would be really good. And that's all I have for you today, YouTube.
If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be surfing like California. You see them wearing their baggies, Huarache sandals too.